sitting here, dejected, worried. I mean, yes, the sense of helplessness is what has been taking over all of us. That stage where everybody is raring to go, but knows and needs to hold back and do nothing. This sad state is what is, simply put, adding to the hopelessness that we all feel at times. The lockdown, of course, is there. The virus is still continuing its the pandemic is not over and will continue for long. But and then there's something bigger or something more personal, if not bigger. What is going to be the future? What is there the future holds for people like me, especially in the teaching sector? There are many teachers who would lose jobs because I'm sure the school would not want to pay them for this time they have stayed at home. Can't blame the school actually if they are not going to get fees from many of the parents. And the first ones to go would be the people in the management, the principals, the vice principals. Well, see, actually anybody can be appointed or shown as a principal as long as the person's got a bachelor's of education in India. And that doesn't bother me as much. Being a principal at a place, yes, I may be the first one to lose my job, cost effective, and if that decision has to be taken, I would be the first one to go, because one principal job may end up saving and providing salary to at least 5 to 6, or worst case scenario, 4 teachers. And yes, as principals, people can manage to be unemployed and enjoy the gala time of being a berojgar, that's unemployed in the finances can be managed and other things. Teachers, most of them, sad to say, in a country are sort of with a hand-to-mouth situation with the EMIs and loans and the other financial commitments. The teachers do find it hard to manage themselves, and a salary cut of 2-3 months or being without a job would be hurtful. So yeah, if anybody's got to go in my organization, the principal wouldn't mind going. And well, between you and me, what's there to mind? If somebody is to be removed, the highest paid one would be asked to take a sabbatical. Bye bye. Easy to say to one principal than to 5 teachers or 4. But teachers would at least have a chance of getting employed. What about people who work in companies and factories? They won't be visible too. Imagine X number of managers or executives in Samsung are removed. Reader's Digest removes 50 people from the sales team, 100 people from the sales team. Nobody's going to know. I'm randomly taking name of organizations. The hotel industry, the travel agents, they would be reducing the workforce. how are they, those people who are not capable of, who have got their own expertise and their own niche environment of working, how are they going to manage? Travel industry is going to be hit hard. Yeah, without teachers, may take a couple of few tuitions here and there and make the things work out. What is somebody who's in the sales team of, once again, let's say India Today or Sports Star or Reliance or whatever? How is that person going to manage? And lucky there, the managers would not be the first one to be left, unlike the education sector, where the managers, the principals, and vice principals would be the first one to be seen off. People would lose jobs, and the sad part is, in a country, they won't be ready or equipped to pick up something which which involves the use of the hand, because we sort of take it as demeaning. I wouldn't mind selling samosas or selling juice kiosks. Yes, if you got to do, it's got to do. There'll be a lot of people seated, not having anything to do, hopelessly trying to connect to the network in search of a job, looking for a way where they could get some work. It'll be hard for people with the jobs to make eye contact with the ones who are there in the network. Imagine I get a call from 2 principals or 3 or 4 or 5 or 8 principals asking for recommendation of a job, and if I'm, let's say, left with one, it'll be very awkward. The sense of guilt, yes, I've got a job, and these people who, if not better, are at least equal to me and are not able to fend for themselves and their families. People in the sales department. It is going to be difficult. And no, people would readily look for a job paying 15 or 20 or 30,000 rupees at the executive level, instead of doing something with their hand which can fetch them more. 550 rupees, that's the amount which a semi-skilled person is supposed to get. Or to put it better, in the construction time, the unskilled labor gets 550 rupees per day. That's a lot more than the 15,000 or 20 that people get as executive and teachers. But no, they won't be going, and you can't have somebody with a master's in his field applying for a laborer. It may sound it may sound great to say, go sell pakoras or samosas, but then why did a person become an engineer or completed his bachelor in education if the person has to sell pakoras? It is going to be hard, difficult. Just hope that people who are left with job don't suffer from the guilt of having one. And yes, goes without saying, everybody is going to help out whoever he or she or it can in their own network. But boy, that's going to be hard. That will be hard. Getting back to today, it's humiliating to eat 3 or 4 square meals a day. When you see people walking on the road, it hits in the stomach when one comes out of the bathroom after a good bath, fill the chilled glass of tumbler to gulp, and then sees people on the road, on the highway, yoked along with one of the oxen they have left and pulling a bullock cart. A pregnant needy gives birth to a child on the road, rests for a couple of hours, and then she continues for yet another 150 odd kilometers before she can reach her destination. And then we claim that we've got a hardships. I mean, she's got a newborn baby in her arms and she's got to work and she has to do it. The image of the man sitting on the roadside crying over the phone will haunt us. The people traveling in the back of the truck would not fade away from my memory. Every day, every single day, it's a pain to witness the suffering that people are going through. And then the only solace is that the people on the along the road, along the way, the people themselves are coming forward to help them out. The government is hardly there to help them. I mean, yeah, we've got a lot of boasts and a lot of claims that things are being done or will be done or being planned to be done, but nothing seems to be happening on the road. People are surviving on these roads, on these 1800 kilometer long journey, because of the charity shown to them by the villagers and others who are staying on the road. The truck drivers who, on being accosted by the people walking, who have stopped, cooked food for them and fed the people, and then taking them along with them as far as they can. Villagers who have come out, I'm so thankful to all the villagers across the country who are helping out with food to the ones who are walking. Yes, there have been a few cases where a few truck drivers have been scrupulous and have tried to make a quick buck, but then most of them have been helping them out. We all want to do something. We all want to help. And yet, when it comes to the least minimum of at least sharing this anguish so it's not forgotten or brushed under the carpet, we are scared at times to even do that. When will the time come where people of the country would not have to look for charity and alms whenever they are in need of any help or assistance? Canada is giving $2,000 per fortnight. That's $4,000 Canadian, of course, per month to people who are unemployed. We were promised that money would go to accounts, As far as I know, it's only Tamil Nadu which has been able to give 1,000 rupees to each then account, or I think they have given to every account holder 1,000 rupees, and they had been planned that to give another 1,000 rupees. No other state has done that. If they had, nobody knows about it. People need the money. Feel sorry for coming back to what hurts or what I identify most with. Feel sorry for the teachers. Who do they beg? Who do they ask? They are supposed to be working in a working and well-to-do. Who do they tell that they are short on funds? I mean, all the LIC premiums would have been paid in March. All EMIs would have been, even if they were carrying backlog, they would have been cleared by March end, and then people are without salary. Many schools have not given salaries for the month of March. Forget April, and May is half over. These people, the poor teachers working as teachers in the noble profession, they can't even go and share their plight. Heart goes out to people across the country who are suffering through this. I may or may not have a job myself after this is over, but just hope things do become better. Things happen in a manner where everybody is able to get back to the feet. It is a utopian dream that everybody would get back to their own jobs and they will get the backlog of pay and things would be back to normal and better than normal. But hey, I've stayed long in this world. Let me have a chance to stay in utopia where everybody is back earning a dignified, decent wage. Hope to see you soon in utopia. Till then, take care.